Hey everyone, welcome back to 582 Motorsports. Today I'm going to run you through what's happening with the R1 drag bike so far. Plenty of work's been getting done, so we'll run through what's been happening. Over here you can see I've done, all the brakes have been rebuilt. That's the rear brake, the two front brake calipers, the two master cylinders. They've all been rebuilt using genuine Yamaha parts. The just standard rear sets have been washed, cleaned and re-greased. Air shift solenoids been all cleaned up, same as the linkage, the dog bone and the triangle linkage for the rear arm. That's all been cleaned, all new bearings, all new genuine stuff. Only use genuine. The quality, I believe, is a lot much better. Rear wheels been done. New wheel bearings in that. Waiting for a rear disc to come to that. Swing arms been done. It's all been washed, cleaned. All new genuine bearings again in that. The frame down here, halfway in the middle of replacing the steering head bearings in that. So that's again all genuine stuff. So I've got boxes of parts that was full is now dwindling down to less and less stuff. So that's all been done. It's all sitting there ready to go. Suspension is going to go get a freshen up from the guys out at Technic Motorsports at Penrith in New South Wales in Australia. Rear wheels there, that's in the process again. That'll get new bearings. Still run the standard discs on that, but I will be upgrading the front brake lines with HEL braided brake lines, only because the brake lines are still the standard brake lines from 2003. Engine's been done. Cylinder head has all been had the new Piper cams fitted to it, back in the boxes. The cam tunnels haven't been done. That's going away to Ram's head service very shortly. I'll send the cams, the head with the tunnels, the caps on it. That'll get done. They're going to hone it to make sure all the clearances are right. I've done all the valve clearances, got them all written down. So that'll go away the next couple of weeks to get done. So we've got all the clearances correct on that. The block has been done. The one piston's in, just dummy. I've done all the big ends, the main clearances, done all that, measured all them. So they're all good. That's all ready to go. So that'll be, once the head's done, I can then dummy the motor up and then do piston to valve clearances on that. So, and then that can get finally assembled. So work is well underway. Still lots to do. I've been cleaning and organising parts. You can see here everything's been washed and cleaned and put away in containers, so everything stays clean. There's bolts and clutch springs and stuff in there. More in here. So yeah, everything's been washed and cleaned, put away. There's all gearbox pipes, oil pump. I've got a new oil pump I have to rebuild and assemble. Seals for the water pump. So the water pump and oil pump is all driven by a common shaft. So that'll get all rebuilt. New seals, everything will be all nice and fresh. That's another container full of bits and pieces, fittings and spark plugs and stuff like that. So that'll all get done. Pipe I still have to get sent away from when the engine failed originally. So it's got a nice hole in it that still has to get welded up. old engine block I was using for a dummy block there for a while. Yeah, everything's pretty much done. Once the engine's done, I can throw that back in, and then I can start sorting out the wiring. Over years of racing, it's been repaired and patched, so I'm going to go through, rip out any wiring that's not needed anymore, stuff like lights and all that kind of stuff. So that'll get removed, make the loom a little bit smaller, hopefully lose some weight out of it as well. So I've still got some parts coming for it, so they're still on the way. All genuine stuff. Big shout out to City Coast Motorcycles in Wollongong in New South Wales, Australia, for helping me out with all the parts, supplying all the parts. So I just, like saying, use all genuine where I can. Yeah, this thing's gonna get up and move, so I don't want aftermarket parts with the possibility of coming out of China. A lot of stuff's coming out, so I want all the genuine bearings and wheel bearings, stuff like that. I don't want anything to fail. So that's kind of where we're up to at the moment. I'm gonna do another video and run through the setup of the engine. So it'll be a dedicated video to the engine, just run through what's been done, what parts I'm using. If you've seen any videos before mine before, I don't hold secrets. I don't keep anything close to my chest. If I can do something, someone's watching, and they can learn from what I'm doing for their own bike, I'm happy to share anything. If you guys have got questions, just ask, and I will do my best to answer them. So that's where we're up to at the moment. Plenty of work's happening, plenty of work's been done, still plenty of work to get done. So keep an eye out for another video on the engine. That should be coming next week. So until then, like and subscribe, and got any questions, send them out to me, and I'll do my best. Catch you later.